My mother-in-law insulted me at a wedding in front of 100 guests. I have replayed that moment approximately 400 times in my head, and I still cannot fully explain how I stayed in my seat. My husband's cousin was getting married. Beautiful venue, beautiful ceremony, around 100 guests, the kind of event where everyone is warm and dressed well and on their best behavior. I had no reason to believe the evening would be anything other than lovely. My mother-in-law asked to give a toast early in the reception, which was not unusual. She is the kind of woman who considers every family event an opportunity for a speech. She took the microphone and began with the cousin and his new bride, which was fine, warm even. Then she moved to my husband. She talked about what an extraordinary man he was, how he had been raised with values and integrity and patience. She used the word patience 3 times. Then she paused, the way someone pauses when they are about to say what they actually came to say, and she looked directly at me across that room and began talking about the qualities a good partner should have. She never said my name. She didn't need to. She talked about humility, about knowing your place, about how some women needed to learn that a household was built on respect, not independence. She talked about a daughter-in-law she would have chosen, hypothetically, one who knew how to support her husband without making everything about herself. Every person in that room understood exactly who she was talking about. I could feel it. The silence had a texture. My husband went rigid beside me. I looked at my hands. I did not cry. I would not give her that. When she finally finished and handed back the microphone, there was uncertain applause, and the energy in the room was fractured. My husband squeezed my hand so hard it hurt. He leaned over and said we were leaving. I said no. I said I wanted to finish my dinner. He looked at me with something between admiration and terror. We stayed. I spoke to people I knew, danced once, ate the entire dessert course. When we left, I was steady, and he was furious on my behalf. In the car, he apologized more times than I could count. I told him the apology I needed wasn't from him. He called his mother the next morning. I wasn't in the room, but I heard enough. What I didn't know, what he told me afterward, was what his mother said when he confronted her. She cried. She said she had done it because she was afraid of losing him. She said she had watched our marriage and seen a woman who was strong and self-sufficient, and it terrified her because she believed, genuinely, that strong women didn't need their husbands and eventually left. She had been trying to undermine me for years out of fear, not malice. That didn't make it acceptable, but it did make it smaller. She was not a villain. She was a frightened woman who had aimed her fear at the wrong person, in the worst possible setting, in front of 100 witnesses. I have not forgiven her yet, but I understand her now, and somehow that is harder.